Time now for your forewarned weather.
All right, bring in Seth Sanders. Seth, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, you know.
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. It's a Saturday.
It is a Saturday.
We're here. We're thriving.
Yes, we're always thriving.
Of course, of course. So we're talking avalanche warnings and conditions out there, but you said it was above average, though, temperature-wise.
Yeah, you are from Pennsylvania, so I guess this is probably your first winter here. This is above average.
It is, yeah.
Average is about 40 degrees right now, but as we take a look across the state, it is pretty well above average, comfortably above average. And as you take a look, Salt Lake actually is at 49 degrees, which is warmer than they are in St. George. Doesn't happen too often. They're sitting at 48 degrees down there in Lower Washington County. I mean, we could take a live look down in Lower Washington, and it's looking fairly nice. We have mostly sunny skies, a gorgeous sunset, and not too bad temperatures. As we take a look at that forewarned radar, you're going to notice really not anything going on in the south, but up here in the north, we have another system starting to push its way into the West Desert in the northwest corner of the state. And over the next couple of hours, we're going to see that impact the Wasatch Front as well, especially towards 8, 9 o'clock. ABC4 News at 10 will be looking at it. And eventually, we could even see that rain transition to snow. Now, it will be straight snow for our mountains, the northern mountains, including the Wasatch Mountains, the Bear River Range, and the western Uintas. This winter weather advisory is going to be in effect until tomorrow at 3 p.m. We're looking at 6 to 12 inches for most of our mountains. A couple could get less, a couple could get more, especially in the Ogden and Bear River Range. And you can expect winter driving conditions, especially up there in the mountains. Now, down here in the valleys, I-15 North, Benches, and the canyons are looking at some road snow, but the mountains are where you're really going to see that heavy snow. You're not going to want to travel up there unless you're already prepared to drive in those winter conditions. Okay, when all is said and done, we don't have a whole lot in our valleys, maybe just about 0 to 1 inch, a little bit more for our benches, and then like we said, mountains could be getting up to a foot, a couple places getting a little bit more. Our futurecast will walk us through. So that first wave starts to hit us around 7, 8 o'clock, like we said. The cold front passes. We see that transition to snow for the valleys in your early morning hours, but it starts to clear on out already by about 9 o'clock. High pressure builds in, and then we have storm number 2 starting to roll on through. It could impact us anytime between Monday night, but most likely is going to arrive early Tuesday morning for valleys in the Wasatch Front. Okay, we could take a look at the long-range futurecast to kind of get a picture of what to expect at the back half of the work week. You saw that we do have another system. There's that Tuesday system we were talking about, and it's going to be even drier than the system we have moving through right now, but it could still bring a little bit. And then, I know, haze. We just finally cleared that inversion haze last week, and we already have more on the way. It's still a little ways off, so we don't have to worry about it right now. Let's just worry about one storm at a time. All right, regional forecast calls for 40 tomorrow with a couple 50s in the mix. We're going to punch this in so we could break it down a little bit more. Temperatures on the Wasatch Front looking to be in the 40s, while the Wasatch Back is in the 30s. That precipitation should clear on out by the afternoon. Partly cloudy skies for central Utah. And by the time you make it to southern Utah, we're not going to be seeing any precipitation with temperatures in the 40s to low 50s. Okay, you may not have known, but it is actually the peak for the Geminid meteor shower. So if you're planning on going out there, here are a couple dark sky areas that you can check it out at. Now, it is going to be partly cloudy, but you could see one meteor about every 30 seconds to 60 seconds if you're in these dark sky areas. The bad news is we do have a full moon, so there is going to be a little bit of light pollution even in these dark sky areas. Okay, St. George is going to start warming on up. 50s eventually will turn to 60s on the back half of the work week, and then it kind of holds there for a little bit with lows in the upper 20s to low 30s, kind of bobbing right around freezing down there in Washington County. As for the Wasatch Front, we have those morning snow showers for tomorrow, clearing on out for the afternoon with a high of 41 degrees, warming up to 45 for your Monday with mostly cloudy skies. Again, there is that chance that that storm can move through Monday night, but Tuesday morning is going to be your best bet for that. So we're looking at more morning snow showers clearing out for your Wednesday. And then as that high pressure starts to make itself comfortable, we're not going to have a whole lot of mixing, which allows for that inversion haze to build by Thursday. All right, Jordan, let's send it back over to you.